Hi everyone, this is Mayank, and today I'm going to share some of the tips that helped me during the summer internship at Samsung. So I was basically hired as an HR intern in Samsung for around 2 months. Now, the best thing that you do at Samsung and what they practice is they help you choose the project. So there will be a long list created by a panel of experts, and you would have option of choosing any three projects, out of which they'll assign the one that they think is the most important for the company. Now I selected a project, and that was related to designing new HR policies within the company. Basic objective was to investigate and, based on evidence gathered, design the next gen HR policies for the type of people that SRIB employs currently. There were a few very important learnings. So first, you need to choose your primary source for data gathering during the project. Now it could be something like a survey that you're doing. It could be an FGD, group discussion, interviews, surveys, etc., etc. Now you have to choose very wisely. Don't ignore the business research method classes that you'll be attending now and would have attended in the past. Have a very clear concept regarding that, and also try to be very thorough in Excel. You need to find more about the company you are applying in. For example, what is the exact job description? Is it something that you really want to do in the future? And if you're aiming to score a PPO with the company, it is also worth considering fact into the account. For example, if you really want to be with that company, if the culture that you're familiar with about the company, is that something that you find attractive? I think that are some of the things that you need to consider while applying for a particular SIP. Now, this has to be, not a long list. This is something very simple. You can easily do it a few days before the start of SIP. But a very important suggestion, although some people might find it counterintuitive, don't think about the PPO during the internship period. I've seen a lot of people overstressing by thinking about the PPO, and believe me, this decreases your performance efficiency. Secondly, you need to have a rigorous idea about the simple stuff that you need to do there. For example, you need to do a thorough company research and find the recent events, any recent challenges that they have been facing with respect to your domain. For example, in my case, it was HR, and accordingly incorporate information related to that, suggestions related to that in your project. You also need to be thorough with BRM tools and what are the things that you will apply there. A good idea about Excel tools would be very beneficial and how to use them. And finally, you need to have clear idea about how to conduct various information sources. For example, surveys, interviews, FGTs. You need to have a very clear idea regarding that. Only then would you be able to decide what would be your primary source of information regarding anything that you do within the company, any project that you execute there. If I focus more here on the soft skills, first of all, try to be humble as much as it's possible from your side. So there's no way you know everything, and given the online medium, a lot of information does get skipped. So try to be humble. People in the organization, try to approach them. They should feel that you are eager to learn from them, and once they know that, they would love to share experiences that will help you during your stint there. Secondly, I personally believe there is no question that is too stupid to ask. If you feel awkward asking the same questions to one person, connect with as many people possible and ask those questions to all of them. You'll also get a feel like which person is more approachable, who is someone who can be approached on very important moments. Now remember that your aim is to move forward towards the end game as soon as possible. 2 months will pass very soon, So try to complete the bulk of the work within the first half itself rather than waiting for the end moment. I think one of the important differentiating factors at the last moment would be related to your project presentation. Try to make that project presentation as lucid as possible and concise. It should be easily explainable, not at all long, and it should be easily understandable by the top brass. They won't have a lot of time, and believe me, you need to be very brief and clear in your ideas, thoughts, and recommendations. So that's it from my side. I hope you have a wonderful internship period. All the best.